Yeah. Star Wars pants.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Darth Vader in Dead by Daylight. Now, some of you may be wondering, why are we talking about Darth Vader in Dead by Daylight? And the reason is because Matthew Cote himself just did an interview a couple days ago, and in this interview, he mentions that he has had meetings with Disney about bringing Darth Vader to the game. Now, this doesn't confirm 100% that Darth Vader is coming to Dead by Daylight, but it does confirm that they are trying to bring him into the game. Once this news dropped, it sparked all kinds of debates, discussions, and arguments about whether or not Darth Vader fits into Dead by Daylight. Some people think he would be a great addition to the game and he would fit in very well, while other people say that he wouldn't fit at all, he's not scary enough or horror enough, and that it would be like making Dead by Daylight Fortnite, essentially, if they were to add Star Wars to the game. So I thought I would give my opinion on the matter. I mean, it's just expressing an opinion about a video game. What could possibly go wrong? I personally think Darth Vader would fit in Dead by Daylight. Now, before you start eating me alive in the comments, let me explain why. The main argument people have for why he doesn't belong in the game is because he's not a horror character, he's not from a horror franchise, and Dead by Daylight is a horror game, and it's meant only for horror properties and characters. The first problem I have with this argument is that Dead by Daylight has already been doing a ton of non-horror collaborations, like Nicolas Cage, The Witcher, Tomb Raider, Alice in Wonderland, and I think the best example, Dungeons & Dragons. If they can add Vecna to the game and make him fit, they can definitely make Darth Vader fit. People say Darth Vader isn't scary enough for Dead by Daylight, but it's like, what about the teddy bear? Or the plushy elephant, or the plushy bunnies, or the collection from the dating simulator, or even Wesker. Like, I know Resident Evil is a horror franchise, but you're gonna tell me Wesker is scary? This fucking dude with sunglasses and a trench coat? And just to be clear, I'm not saying that all of that stuff doesn't belong in Dead by Daylight. It does. And that's my point, that if all of that stuff can work and fit into Dead by Daylight, then why can't Darth Vader? And that's just a small amount of examples, by the way. There's all kinds of silly, not scary shit in the game. The second main argument I have to people who say he's not scary enough and he's not horror enough is that he absolutely can be, and in some cases already has been. There's the famous scene from Rogue One where he shows up in a dark hallway, ignites his lightsaber, and just starts mowing down terrified rebels, just snapping their necks, slashing them down, stabs a guy through a door. And that's not even the best example. There's a scene from the Obi-Wan series where he's just walking through a dark village and starts randomly killing civilians for fun, I guess. Just snaps someone's neck, pulls out another terrified lady and kills her on the ground, and you just see all these people cowering in fear. There's also a ton of novels and comic books that showcase how ruthless Darth Vader is, and that's kind of his whole thing, is that he's just this evil, hateful, terrifying guy that the whole universe is scared of. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think that Darth Vader's design visually is more intimidating than half the killers in Dead by Daylight. All of that aside, there's so much they could do with his power and abilities in the game. He would probably be a blast to play as. Using the Force and a lightsaber to kill survivors sounds fucking awesome. And it would also be really, really big for the game, like in terms of bringing in new players. Like, imagine Star Wars fans outside of Dead by Daylight hearing that they could play as Darth Vader in a rated M fucking murder game. Like, it would be huge. Anyways, those are my thoughts on the matter. I think he could fit very well, and the possibilities are endless with what they could do with him in the game. But let me know your thoughts down below, and just remember, these are all just opinions. It doesn't matter if he gets added, if he doesn't get added. We're just discussing a fictional character in a fucking video game. So just be respectful and fucking calm down, okay? It's not the end of the world. If you don't think Dead by Daylight should bring Darth Vader, I don't care. I don't hate you. I don't think you're stupid. We can think differently, and that's fine. No big deal. Let's just keep it civil. I know that's asking a lot of the Dead by Daylight community, but goodness gracious. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.